Picture two families. Family number one manages to pay off $40,000 in debt in 2 years on a $35,000 annual income. Family number two makes $100,000 a year but can't seem to make the slightest dent in the same amount of debt. Why is that? While there could be many factors at play here, one of the most likely reasons is the second family has a spending problem. They earn a great income, but they probably overspend, which leaves them with less money and causes a lot of stress and tension around the house. Many people don't understand that with debt, it's behavior. It's not more or less, in this example with the two families illustrates my point to where you can make more money and still have less money in your bank account. So it's all about behavior. Just because you make $100,000 a year, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see those funds at the end of the day. If you have a spending problem or a behavior problem, so basically if you get $1,000 check, you spend that $1,000 check, it's gone. Where you can be disciplined and only make $35,000 and have a great bank account. People can easily spend more than they make. If you make $1 million, how many times have we heard the athlete who signed a deal, $30 million, next thing you know, they're broke. 2 years later, they're broke. It's habit. It's behavior. You know, you can get a guy who only makes, and like in this family's instance, $35,000, and they live comfortable. They're happy. They're debt-free. They don't have the mentality that they have to have a car note, or they have to have a credit card, or they live off their credit card. Like for myself, for an example, my wife and I, we are not at the level of $100,000 a year yet, to be 100% honest with you. But at the same time, we believe in no car notes. We believe in keeping our debt extremely low or extremely limited. We own both of our vehicles. We have minimal credit card debt. I mean, right now we're paying them off, the two credit cards that we have, but it's extremely manageable. We're building a savings account. We're building a nest egg. If something were to happen where she loses her job, I lose my job, something is there. We have a savings put aside. We're able to say no. So let's look at some of the numbers that causes the debt that's in the lives of a lot of people. When you look at some of the numbers, you're looking at 24.8% have less than $100 in their bank accounts. 23.8% of the people have between $101 and $500 in their accounts. And then you look at 7.7% have between $501 to $1,000 in their account. Those numbers are staggering. We have people who make $100,000 a year, $50,000 a year, and they only have $5 in their account until the next time they get paid. That's definitely something you want to avoid in life. So some of the characteristics of people that are debt-free, I'm going to name a few here for you. They are patient. One key attribute is definitely they are patient. So they're willing to wait to buy the flat screen TV. They're willing to wait to buy the newest iPhone. They're willing to wait. They're willing to work hard, save. I know that sounds unpopular, but that's something that if you be willing to wait, the price goes down anyway. Another attribute is that they're confident. A person who believes in their money plan doesn't care what others think of them. They're fine with driving an older car that doesn't have the payment. It frees up more money to attack their debts. A couple other benefits, a few benefits here of being debt-free. I mean, if you can think of them, definitely there's millions of reasons why to become debt-free. Becoming debt-free relieves you from anxiety. There's a certain feeling when it comes to becoming debt-free of just freedom. You don't owe anybody. You could answer the phone. You have that ability to, if you need it, it's there. You can buy it. It's definitely a liberating feeling. that most people don't have. So one thing is that you will definitely be unique in who you are as a person. You will definitely stand out because normal is broke. There's certain levels of security as well. I mean, that's the last thing that I want to mention is that it's a certain level of security of being debt free, that your family's secure, your future secure. So as I close, I want to remind you of those two families. Yes, family number two had a great income. But when you subtract all their expenses and their spending for what they made, nothing was left over. Meanwhile, family number one, who makes less, considerably less, are experiencing a debt-free and more fulfilled lifestyle. Guys, find an obtainable goal that works for you and your lifestyle and meets your comfort levels and needs.